This is Charlie Kao at the World Travel Market in London with Brad Smith, who's the tourism director for Texas Tourism. Brad, how's tourism evolving in Texas?
Tourism's evolving very well. We're very happy. It's a very large industry in the state. It's a $69 billion industry, or has a $69 billion impact on the state. In 2015, we saw an overall growth of 5.25% in travel to Texas destinations. The domestic market, of course, is our biggest market, and that's growing tremendously for us. But we're also seeing a lot of growth from international travelers, of course, who stay longer and spend more money. We're here at WTM, and we've got the largest delegation of Texas destinations and tourism businesses with us that we've ever had. So it's a very good indication of the number of Texas travel industry partners who are really interested in the international market, and specifically the UK market, that are here.
You do market research as to what perception people have of Texas,
yeah,
and before they come, and what it may be after they come. What are some of those findings?
You know, those are very interesting, those surveys, those image surveys that, a lot of destinations take. And what we find is a lot of people, they think of Texas has a lot of name recognition. Texas is very unique in the United States in that people know of it, about its history and Western heritage, and that's a very strong part of our culture. But a lot of people want more from a destination than just one activity or one experience. And what we find is a lot of people might have that one-track perception of Texas, but by marketing all that Texas has to offer, all the great experiences that Texas has to offer, we're finding that more and more people, as they come to the state, when we survey them afterwards, their perceptions of Texas as a destination have changed tremendously. We're, very satisfied visitors. They see it as a destination with a large variety of experiences to enjoy, a safe destination, a very scenic destination, a destination that's good return on your investment, good quality for the price, and a very friendly place. Texans are known for their friendliness, and I think when visitors go to Texas, they experience that warm welcomeness that Texans have to offer, and they experience all the great variety of things to see and do in the state. And that's really showing up in our image studies, that post-image studies, the perceptions of Texas as a leisure destination are just soaring through the roof. We're very happy with those.
Yeah, of course you think the Dallas Cowboys and their cheerleading team, Cowboys, ranchers, those are the typical.
And we have that, professional sports are huge in Texas. If you like professional sports, we have the Dallas Cowboys. You can experience the amazing stadium there in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. You can tour it. You can see basketball, professional basketball in Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, professional baseball. And of course, the Western cowboy heritage experience is a great part of our culture. You can experience it at a rodeo in Fort Worth every weekend. You could stay at a guest ranch throughout the state. We have guest ranches in just about every region of the state. Right outside Fort Worth, Dallas-Fort Worth, there's the Wildcatter Ranch, for example, which is a beautiful scenic ranch destination where if you want to interact with the cowboys, and if you're good enough on a horse, maybe you can experience what it's like to be a cowboy. We have great guest ranches in the Texas Hill Country, right outside Houston and San Antonio. So Texas offers that that experience that people think of, but it also offers the 1,000 kilometers of coastline, beautiful beaches, 2 national parks, mile-high mountains.
The space program?
Space program. The NASA Johnson Space Center is the headquarters for the U.S. space exploration. It's where Mission Control is. You can tour historic Mission Control and also tour modern Mission Control, and you can see astronauts actually training.
You must have a few presidential libraries.
We do. We have 3 presidential libraries currently, so I don't think there's any other states that has 3 presidential libraries. And we have a 4th president who did live in Texas. So between the 2 Bushes, Johnson, and Eisenhower, there's a lot of presidential history in Texas, of course. Also, Texas is a great destination, and what people are finding for food, for culinary adventure, for wineries. We have a really unique and varied cultural and historical past, and we have that mixture of cultures that make up Texas really is enjoyed the most, I think, through the foods of Texas. People think of Tex-Mex and steaks, and we have that, but then we also have great culinary experiences in Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, Austin, the food truck scene in Austin. Of course, barbecue is my favorite representation of Texas cuisine. We have barbecue trails. Smoked meat is a huge deal in the United States.
I love the chilies.
Chili also. You can go on a barbecue trail, experience many types of barbecue the way it's supposed to be.
Barbecue trail.
Barbecue trail, that's correct. But also Texas is a growing wine state. We're the 5th largest wine producing state in the country, in the US. And some places to enjoy that are Lubbock out in far west Texas, where Buddy Holly's from, producing about probably 70 to 80% of the grapes being grown in Texas. In the Texas Hill Country, which is just west of Austin and San Antonio, you have the 2nd largest American viticultural area. So wonderful wineries as you travel from Austin to Fredericksburg, Texas in the Hill Country. There's the Wine Highway 290 or 290 Wine Highway, where you'll find 13 wonderful wineries specializing in Mediterranean style varietals of grapes like Tempranillos and Sangioveses, and even some southern French varietals like like Viennese. So really a different, like most things, Texas is different than other parts of the country. So you can, and so we have our different wines, different foods, and really experiencing Texas is best done by doing it like the local. Experience it through the food that's made in Texas, the wines, the craft brews that are made in Texas. Craft beers are just exploding throughout the state, and we have a hashtag Texas to do on our website, traveltexas.com. And if you go to that gallery, you'll see all the content that not only Texans but visitors to Texas have posted. So you can really see what locals are saying are the top Texas to-dos.
Here we are in Great Britain. The Brits certainly like Texas. I guess it's one of your largest, your largest international market?
This is a very exciting market for Texas, especially right now. We've seen a 17% growth in travel from the UK to Texas.
Wow.
And that's also backed up by a new flight that we've received. Singapore Airlines is now flying direct from Manchester to Houston, which is going to open up direct service for middle and northern England right into Houston and on into Texas. That's a great way to see Texas, and also a great new gateway to the U.S. And that adds on to the relatively new direct flight on BA from London to Austin. And of course, BA, American, and United are flying direct daily into Dallas, Fort Worth,
you have a lot of air
Houston.
service, yeah.
We do. So there's a lot of competition in flights flying into Texas, a lot of variety of times and destinations. You can fly into one city, tour Texas for 14 days, and fly out of another. It's a great destination to drive, get out on the open road, and what you're going to find in Texas, you're going to find many different experiences. Cities like Dallas and Fort Worth are only 45 minutes apart, but extremely different experiences. Modern cosmopolitan Dallas with great shopping, restaurants, dining, and museums. And then you've got Fort Worth, where the West begins, and daily cattle drives, rodeos every weekend, the largest honky-tonk in the United States. And that experience, that musical experience, is another experience like the food and the craft beer scene that really is showing it's that local flavor, that thing that makes Texas different. And I think that a lot of travelers from the UK, but also from other parts of Europe, from Australia, they're exploring the United States, and they're looking for places that offer something unique experiences and a variety of experiences. And what we're finding, like the image studies you talked about earlier, when people have come to Texas and they've experienced all of that and the friendly, welcoming attitude of Texans, they go away very satisfied. And we're seeing that in the surveys that we're taking.
Brad Smith, Texas Tourism, thanks a lot.
Thank you.